Alex was devastated when Megan failed her lie detector test, but he wasn't going to let anything stop him from being a great father. It's been 4 years since we taped that story, and now Alex is joining us virtually to give us an update. What happened with your son's case after Megan failed her polygraph?
Man, there was so much things that happened within that. The court has went on a couple months, and there was one time that he said, I have it. You're going to win your son today. You're going to get custody of him. And within that time, at the end of the day, I got my son, got full custody 4 years later, and I still have him. And she still don't get to see him or anything of it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but did she ever go to jail for this?
Of my knowledge, no, I haven't. I went to court a couple times after the case when I won full custody just to see what would happen. And every time that I went, I drove 2 hours just to go to court to get a continuance. And every time it was a continuance. So I have my son. He sleeps next to me. He wakes up with me. And I'm very proud that y'all helped me and everything to prove my point and show that my son is nothing wrong with him.
When I look back at that show and I watch the tape, it's really hard to watch, right? Your son had injuries that you just don't expect those injuries on a child that young. The severity of the bruising in spots I've never even seen before. So it was kind of crazy, and I hope that Megan somehow did go to jail, because if any mother deserved to go to prison for doing something to a child, it was her. But how's your son? And that is good news that you got custody. I'm really happy for that. How has your son been since you've been on here?
Man, he is growing every day. He's learning. He's great in school. He's very athletic, just like me. He does soccer. He does basketball. Right now, he's doing football. Oh, he's amazing. Every day, he makes me proud, and I would not change anything in the world to happen with my son to be with me right now. And he's just growing. It's a blessing. It's an angel to my life, and I'm very glad and thankful that y'all were there to help me and get some confession and to go through that.
Well, that's great to hear. Now, does your son have any contact with his mother, Megan? I mean,
No, I lost all contact with that, and I blocked everything from family members to friends that has contact with her, where she can't see him. And a month ago, he had an MRI check, just a yearly checkup, and we went to Greenville when the whole situation where that happened. And we went, and I went to a smoothie place with my son, and we went there, ate after the doctors, and somehow she showed up. She found where we were after 4 years later. She showed up, and I protected my son right then and there, and he looked at me and held me. He was like, "Who's that?" And that, it hurt me, but then it knows that you're never going to get near my son again. He's not going to remember that. He's not going to ever traumatize. We're just going to keep moving forward and living our day to the fullest.
Well, that's great that he doesn't have those memories. And listen, it's sad that a little boy doesn't recognize his mother, but it's hard to call her a mother with the things that she did. What advice would you give to, a father? Because a lot of times father lose custody, they have to battle. What advice would you give to a young father out there who might be going through the same thing that you did?
And that is very true, Steve. In the beginning, in our situation, we try to split up and everything, but even in court, they said there's nothing that a father really could do in the justice unless that mother is really bad in a situation where she can't take care of her kid. So you just got to keep fighting and just keep doing it. And like my mother said, if she's this antagonized to put you through this, she's going to give you your son one day. And it's bad that how I got him, but I earned my son and I have him, and I'll still fight for him, and I'll do it all over again just to have my son. And I'm a father that didn't have a father, so I'm going to show my son how it is to have a father around and to be there for him, no matter what. It's to soccer games, to college, to the last breath of me. I'm going to be there for him, and for any father that loves their kids, because they're here because we brought them here, not because they want to be. And you have to be there for your kids no matter what. And no matter what the situation is, you got to do that.
Now, Alex, the last time you were on, you had a girlfriend, Helen. Are you still with her?
Yes, she is still here. She is right here beside me, and we've been together for 4 years, and we've had a little daughter now, too, in our family, and we've grown, and we've gotten there, and she's taking care of him like it's her own. So, yes, we've done a lot.
If she's there, bring her on in.
Yeah, she's there.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Helen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So Alex says that your family has grown since you were here.
Yeah, we have a little girl. In love with her. He loves teaching her. He loves everything about her.
How old is your little girl now?
She'll be 2 in December.
Oh, so you've had her for, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, how has it been raising Alex's son with your daughter? You say it's going pretty good. He obviously likes the little girl, loves her.
Oh yeah, of course. It's amazing. He's always trying to help. He always give her baths and stuff like that. He's always right there to help to get her clothes and stuff like that. He helped us teach her how to walk. He taught her how to say daddy, like a bunch of stuff. It's amazing.
Well, we're very proud of you helping raise the little boy. I'm sure you're just such a positive role model. Listen, it's a low bar to get over compared to Megan, right? But you're doing a great job, it seems like. Now, when you were on the show, she was really mad that the little boy was calling you mom.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that now? I mean, you are mom now.
Yeah, I've always been mom. Ever since he's come to me, I've always treated him like a mother. He's always been my son. I'll always take care of him, always protect him. I wouldn't see it any other way.
Well, I'm glad you guys are doing so well. Alex gave some great advice to fathers out there. What advice would you give?
The same thing, just keep fighting. I mean, I know where we're from, they say it's the mother's state, and they always go for the mom and stuff like that, but if it's that bad, you need to keep fighting for your son or your daughter. Never stop fighting at all, especially if it's in that kind of position where there's abuse and stuff involved. Like, no, don't take no for an answer, of course, because they told us plenty of times that Alex wasn't going to get him, and we were there every day at court fighting. He was there no matter what. He went to every visit, everything. Just keep fighting.
Now, I know everybody who's watching this, my staff, people at home watching this, are probably very thankful that the little boy got put in Alex's custody, and Helen, with you, helped raise him. So I think we're all grateful. But to be honest, if Megan somehow watches this update with you guys, and I'm sure she'll be upset, but I hope that she reaches out to the show, because I'd love for her to come back on, and I would like to talk to her. And I'd like to see how she feels 4 years later, if she'd admit to the mistakes that she made, or if she would, admit, like, tell me how it is not having your son for 4 years. It's unbelievable, but I'm happy for you guys. I know you're gonna raise your kids right. You seem very happy together, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you
so
we
much.
really appreciate it so
Take
much.
care.
And thank you for the text.
You too.